This conference will now be recorded.
Right, let's start today's session. In the last session of Python, we were discuss about file handling mechanism. File handling means how to store the data into file permanently. So, how to retrieve the data from a file we discussed. How to create a file, what are the different file modes are there, like W mode, that is write mode, R mode, that is read mode, A means append mode, uh, X means exclusive creation mode, R plus, W plus, all this we discuss. But exclusive creation mode I have not discussed. So let's discuss today exclusive creation mode also, how to create file with exclusive creation mode. Exclusive creation mode in the sense, the name of the file should not be there already. In whatever you try to create a file name, that should create instantly the name. So it should not be there already the name. If you are provided file name already it is available, then immediately you will get a file exist error, file exist exception. Let me create one file with exclusive creation mode. After that, we'll move to today's concept. Now, Python file6.py. In this, I'm trying to create a file with exclusive creation mode. That means X mode. F is a file object. Open is a method. File name here, file name xyz.txt is my file name, but it will create. But let me make some error. abc.txt. X means X mode. It is exclusive creation mode. But in exclusive creation mode, file name already what we have. Okay, abc.txt is there. No, this abc.txt, this text file already is there, but it's not going to create this text file. Why? Because already file name should not be there. Obviously, this program will give file exist error exception. Okay, so X mode means exclusive creation mode for file operation, that is write operation. So we'll start writing this data into the file. F.write. I can say hello F.write Hyderabad update. Hello Hyderabad slash and I'm taking. Now coming to this here, what we can say, print data return to the file, data return to the file, data return to the file, and after that F.close, I can say that F.close. So now once I start execution here, now you can see the file is exist already. The name whatever we mentioned abc.txt already available here. You can see already available. So in the exclusive creation mode, file should not exist already. A new file should create here. So this is the problem, file exist exception. So we'll keep this into try block. When we keep this into try block, now except block through, what I'm trying to take here, except block through, file exist error as message. And this message I'm going to pass here, message on. Try block, f equals to open, abc.txt, exclusive creation mode, f.write, hello, f.write, Hyderabad, print data return to the file, f.close, file exist error as message. Now this time it will be create clearly. X file exist error abc.txt. So file name is already available. It will not create. When I try to use a new file, then now this time a new file will be created. Data return to the file, which is your file name xyz.txt. Now I can see xyz.txt where it is available here. xyz.txt is available. Okay, this is what file creation for write operation, exclusively creation, that is called X mode. We have seen W mode, R mode, A mode, and X mode. And we will see R plus W plus also in upcoming examples. Okay. Yes. Now in Python file handling, in Python file handling, we will have that with keyword here. So with statement, I'm going to explain here with statement. So what is with and how to work with with? With is a keyword especially. With is what actually? Keyword. It is a keyword. With is a keyword. Okay, with is a keyword. And with keyword is used to make all file operation statements in a group. Okay, using with, we can create all file operation statements, all file operation statements, all file operation statements in a block, all file operation statements in a block. With is a keyword. Using with, we can create all file operation statements in a block. Means with a block. Suppose here with colon. Inside this, we can write many number of file operation statements like statement 1, statement 2, statement 3, like this number of statements we can write. So all these statements, whatever we include inside the with block, that is called one block. What is the advantage of this with block means? Once if you complete all file operation statements, no need to close the file explicitly by using f.close. So once you exit from with block, automatically file gets closed. So the main advantage, that is only the main advantage of with block is after execution of with block statements, once we exit from the with block, then automatically file gets closed. Automatically file gets closed actually. File gets closed. And you need not to close the file, what we can say. So we need not to close the file explicitly. That means we need not use f.close options like that only. So automatically file gets closed once we exit from the with block. With statement 1, statement 2, statement 3. The main advantage of with block is after execution of with block, once we exit from the with block, automatically file gets closed. What is the advantage if you close file automatically means? Generally, sometimes inside the with block we will do many operations, like we can create the file, we can read the file, we have to close the file, and many times you have to open and close. But instead of closing many times and again opening, so you can perform how many operations do you want in the with block, you can write it, and once you exit from the with block, automatically file gets closed. That is called what we can say with the block statements only here. This is the main advantage of with the block actually. So let's look into the example of with the block. So in upcoming examples, we'll understand what is the use of with the block actually. Let's go to file with statements. One simple example I'll tell you first. And file 7 is my program name. Now, generally file object, how to do? F equals to open is a method. File name is any name. Suppose here durga.txt is file name. Mode is W mode. This is normal file creation and file object, but we are using with block. So compulsory, first we have to take with block with keyword, open method, your file name .txt, and this is mode of the file, as f in the sense file object only. With is a keyword, open is a method, durga.txt, comma w is a mode of the file, as means keyword, f is a file object only. F is what object here? File object. So this is the file object f. F is a file object. So inside the file object, you can do whatever the operations you want. Now you can see file.write. Just I want to say hello. I want to store into this file some values. File.write. Now you can see hi. File.write. Now you can see just I'm writing. This is. But after completion of the file, you need not to close the file f dot close something like this. Automatically, once you exit from the with block, the file gets closed. But as long as you are in the with block, file still open mode only. Let me check. I am in the with block only. Is file closed or not? How to check is file closed? Just f dot closed property I'm using. It will return true or false. You know very well. If a file is really closed, then it will return true. Otherwise, it returns simply false. Once exit from the with block, now you can see is file closed. Is file closed. F dot closed I'm taking here. Okay, F dot closed. So F dot closed. Now you can see F dot closed here. So this is inside the with block. This is outside the with block. So I have not used anywhere F dot close function. Automatically, if you are in the with block, file is open mode only. If I exit from the with block, file is going to be closed automatically. This is not closing the file. This is just for checking whether this file is closed or not. Closing the file means we have to use f dot close method. Okay. Yes. Now you can see is file closed. Here it is false because still it is open mode only because you are in the with block only still. Once you exit from the file, once we exit from the with block, is file closed? Yes, it is closed. Automatically closed here. I have not used any file object name dot close function like that. Okay. So closing file. So this file also created here. That's okay, no problem. But sir, in which case we use this with block statement generally? In which case we use this with block statements means whenever we are trying to do file modification, that time we have to open the file and again close, again open, again close like that only. In that context, this with block option will be useful. But before going to show modification of the file, there are two important functions are there. What are the function means? Tell method is there, tell function, and seek function is there, seek function. These two functions are available in the file handling concept. These two functions are having its own speciality. Like tell method is used to tell the cursor position. Cursor position. That means in which index it is available. Cursor is available right now. That you can able to find by using tell method. Tell method is used to tell the cursor position. It is used to tell the cursor position, sir. It is used to tell the cursor position. Cursor position means file pointer, where it is located. Tell method is used to tell the current cursor position where it is located. Seek method is used to move the cursor position. Seek method is used to move position, cursor position to a particular location. To a particular location. Particular position. Better we can take it. If you want to move the cursor into particular position like third index or 15th index, 20th index, if you want to move the cursor position to a particular location, then we can use seek method. Seek method is used to move the cursor position to a particular position. Cursor position to a particular location, but desired location. Okay. Suppose example seek of 13. Seek of 13 means it will go 13th index cursor. But before moving the cursor into 13th index, you have to know the cursor where it is there. How to know? Tell method you can apply. Tell method will return the current cursor position where exactly right now it is available. Current cursor position. That is tell method. Let's apply tell method and seek method example here. File 8 I'm taking. File 8. File 8. In this file 8, I'm trying to say that tell method, seek method, how it will work. Okay, file 8. F is a file object. Open is a method. Now coming to the file name, F equals to open. F equals to open method. F equals to open. After that, any file name you can take. Just AAA.txt. Or else I want to open abc.txt because I want to read the data. R mode I'm taking. And first I want to tell the cursor where it is there. F.tell method. Obviously, current cursor position is what? 0 index in the read mode. In the read mode, cursor current position is what actually? 0 index only. R mode I'm taking. But let's look into abc.txt here. This is the text which is available. The cursor position is by default 0 location only. Okay. So let's run this one. Cursor position is 0. And after reading some data here, I want to read some data here. Read of 3 characters I want to read. After reading 3 characters, where the cursor is available, again, you can check it once, f.tell method. After reading 3 characters are printing HEL and current cursor position at 3 index only. Right now, 0 position here, 0 index. You can see 0 index is there. And after that, HEL, 3 characters we read. And after reading 3 characters, then 3 characters are third cursor position it at third position only. Again, if you try to read some more characters like f.tell method or f.read method, 4 more characters I'm reading. After reading 4 more characters, I want to know that cursor current position again. So f.tell method I'm using here. Right click on it and f.tell method. Now you can see 4 more characters are reading. 1, 2, 3 space is there. Fourth character, 8 position is there. So like this. Okay. 3 after 4 more characters include spacing. That is tell method. 8th index is available right now. So these two methods are useful for us for doing file modification. First of all, before modification of the file, you have to understand where is the file is available, select the cursor position. After that, you can decide that where you want to require to modify. In that position, you have to go by using seek method. Seek method is used to move the cursor position to a particular location. Like in which index you want, you can move it clearly. Seek method is used to move the current cursor position to a particular location. That is seek method. So f equals to open abc.txt, print f.tell, print f.read, print f.tell like this. Let's go to the example of file modification example. Okay, so let me go for file modification example. That example I'll show you with statement only. So here file 9 is my new file. Data equals to, for example, here I'm taking my name is Durga. I'm taking my name is Durga. Okay, my name is Durga. So here my name is Durga is text only. This I want to store into file. F equals to open, file name is RR.txt. It's my file name. And W mode I'm taking write mode. So f.write, what actually, in which file you want to store, what is your file name, abc.txt. So f.write, what you want to write, data I want to write. So I took one variable called data. That variable is having the data called my name is Durga. Okay, my name is Durga. My name is Durga, I'm saying. And this text data I want to store into which file? RR.txt. F is a file object, open is a method, RR.txt is a file name, W is a method. W is what? Write method. And this is F.write of data. F.write of data. F is a file object, dot write is a method of data here. Now coming to this, I want to open with block, with open, file name is what? RR.txt. File mode is what? Actually R plus I'm taking read and write as a object file object. So R plus I'm using the file mode because I should read it and I should write it again. So read and write process R mode in the sense. So first I want to display the data to the file. So how we can display data to the file, we'll see now. So F is, I want to read the data here. To read the data, text equals to, first before reading current cursor position, I want to tell you, current cursor position. Who will tell current cursor position? F.tell method. Now let's execute up to now. Current cursor position is 0. After that, F equals to open, file name is not required, that is I think so. Text equals to F.read I'm taking. Yeah, I think we have to print text only. Let me show you whether it is reading or not. Yes, it is reading. And now you can see current cursor position before that is 0. After reading current cursor position, again you can see this where it is available current cursor position after reading the data. Current cursor position is tell method. So once reading is completed, current cursor position is 16th only. Why? Because it's 0 index 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's keep on reading the data no one by one character. How many characters move forward to read, then that current position index position also will be changed automatically. Current cursor position is 16th location. Right now 16th location is there. So I want to bring that cursor position at 11th location. Okay, means 16 here it is there. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. 11th position I want to bring. Who will bring the cursor into 11th position? Seek method, 11th position. Again, you can check whether it is 11th position is available or not. Just confirmation. Now current cursor position is 11th is there. 11th position onwards, I want to modify the data. What modify data I want? Instead of Mohan, instead of Durga name, I can say any name like this. Okay. So Durga name, just I'm giving Praveen or something like name, something like any name you can give. The name is, or else let's go for Mohan here. So this is. So after Mohan updated in place of Durga, again cursor position is where? At last only, no? Yes, because MOHAN, it's keep on reading how much data I want, you can give this. So that data is available, keep on moving forward. Cursor is obviously last position only. That's what we have to bring the cursor into first position like 0 index. After bring the cursor into 0 index only, we have to print the data after modification like this. The data after modification. So data after modification, then F.read method I'm using. This is print F.read method. So we are modifying the data clearly. Before modification, I just try to find current cursor position is 0 index. After reading, my name is Durga text, current cursor position is 16th only. I want to move the cursor position by using seek method, 11th position moving back. From 11th position, I am going to update the data by using this Mohan. After updating also current cursor position last index only. From last index, if you read, nothing will come. That's what I bring this cursor index again 0. Okay, if I give comment this one, then you will not get any data after modification. After bringing this cursor position into 0 index, again from here onwards, it will read keep on the data. So that's what updated data is coming, older data is coming like this. But look at here, whenever I try to modify, when I try to keep this comment f.seek, means after modification, I'm not going to bring this cursor into 0 position. Then now we can see, do you have any data after update and modification? No data, because cursor is still positioned at 16th index only. From 16th index onwards, no data to read. So that's what you have to bring them into 0 index. Then from there onwards, it will read. So 0 index onwards, it's reading like this is. So this is what cursor file modification process. But look at here, the with block advantage is what inside the with block, many statements have included. All is under consider as with block statements only. Here you can do any operations in with block, open and close and read and write and all these things, but you need not to close the file explicitly f.close many times. So automatically once I exit from the with block, file gets closed automatically. That is the advantage of with block only. So that's what I use this one. Okay, clearly. Data equals to my name is Durga. So I open the method triple.txt is my file name. W is the write method, write mode. We are writing this data first is stored here. And again, same file I'm using with r plus. R plus means read and write. We are reading and we are writing again. Again, we are reading like this. Many operations we are doing. This is file modification in this file handling concept. But now you can see in my project, there are so many files which I created in the last session onwards, like ABC, ABCD, Durga, triple R, sample.txt, xyz.txt. So many files are there. But how to check whether file is exist or not? Okay, how to check whether the file is exist or not, whether the file is exist or not. How to check? How to check whether the file is exist or not? Okay, to check the file is exist or not, so there is a module is there in Python. In Python there is a module. If you want to check the file is exist or not, how to check whether the file is exist or not? So import OS, operating system module is there. Okay, OS is the operating system module. This module contains the information regarding your files which are present in your computer. So OS module is having the information regarding the files which are present in our computer, that is import OS model, operating system module. This operating system module is having a operating system module is having what sub module, that is called uh, the path module, path sub module. So OS dot path dot, okay, OS dot path dot is file is a function. This function is used to check whether the file is exist or not. In this function is file function, we have to supply file name also. Which file name you want to check, that file name you have to supply, so that it will be easy to check whether file is exist or not. Import OS operating system module. OS dot path dot is file is a built-in function of file name. So it is a main module, operating system module. Path is a sub module, and is file is the function. This function will accept some file name as input. You have to give your input file name, which file you want to check whether it is available or not. And if the file is available, then it is okay. If file is not available, it will say file does not exist. Okay. So let me check whether file is exist or not, how to write some program here. So go to new file, file 10, file 10. File 10 is my program name. Now, first we have to import OS. OS is a built-in module. And I'm taking here fname in the sense file name. First of all, we have to check the file name, asking enter file name to check. Enter file name to check. So user will enter the name of the file which he wants to check. That name immediately will store into fname, and we have to check again if operating system module dot path dot is file is a function name, and fname I'm just passing as a variable. If this correct, then I can say file exist. File is exist, I can say. Which file is exist also, that name I have to display fname. In case if file is not exist, print what actually file does not exist, I can say that. File does not exist. File does not exist. Which file is not exist also, I have to say that fname. So this is very simple program. If else condition. If operating system module dot path dot is file is a function, is file the function fname function. What is that? Fname is what actually? File name. What we take input. Then file is exist. Yes, fname. Else file does not exist. Fname. Yes, file does not exist. Once I run this, you can see here. Enter file name to check. So I'm going to check the file name called mohan.txt. Actually, there is no file name is available with this name mohan.txt. So file does not exist, you can say that. And let me enter the file name which is available in my project. So abc.txt. This file is there? Yes, it is there. File is exist abc.txt. This is a very simple way to do it. But one thing, I want to extend the program here. So what is that? If file is exist, then I want to read the content of the file also. That means what data is there, what content is there in that file. I want to read it. Whatever we enter the file name, if not there, say simply file does not exist. If file is already there, then I want to read the file or data also. Whatever the data is there from that file, I want to read it. So how to read the data from the file? We'll see now. So import OS, fname, file name, input, enter file name to check. If os.path.is file is a built-in function of fname, file is exist fname, else file does not exist fname here. Now you can see if file is exist, I want to read the data from the file. So that's what here text equals to f.read, f.read. Sorry, text equals to, first we have to create a file object. F equals to open, file name is fname. In which mode I want to open? Read mode. Print, just I'm taking content of the file, print f.read. That's all. I'm reading complete content of the file. F.read method is there. Yes. If the file is exist, then only this code will execute. If file is not exist, then else part will execute. Simple. So this is very simple. And file, I'm taking sai.txt file, but actually sai.txt file is not available. And once I start run this again, so abc.txt I'm taking abc.txt. Yes, abc.txt file is available. So the content of the file is also hello, hi, welcome is there. And even then, look at here, I'm checking abcd.txt. It's my file is available. The content of the file is Sai, Durga, Mohan, Ram, Kiran, like this. You can go and check out also in the original file, same content is available or not. So this is file reading. So if the file is available, then content of the file is okay. If the file is not available, then you can say simply file does not exist. It is saying clear. So this is the checking the file how to file exist or not. Now next immediately I want to extend the logic again. What is that? If the file is already available, okay, then the content of the file we are reading. After reading content of the file also, what I want to check how many number of lines present in the file. Okay, how many number of lines present in the file, number of lines, and number of words also I want to check, number of words, and number of characters also I want to check, number of characters I want to check in the file. If file is available, what I need to check? Number of lines present in the file, number of words present in the file, and number of characters present in the file I want to check. These three I want to check if file is exist. If file is not exist, then happily it will say what we can say, no file is available. Okay, that is the case. So let's try to extend the logic here. So when the file is available, file exists, content of the file is available, then after that what I want to do, just I want to read number of lines, number of what we can say uh, words, number of characters I want to check. How to check this here? So here I'm taking global variables like uh, L count I'm taking. L count means line count equals to W count I'm taking. W count means word count equals to C count I'm taking. Character count. Total is 0. So L count, W count, C count. Sorry, I think so. Yeah. L count, W count, C count equal to 0 I'm taking. Multiple assignment. Okay. L count, W count, C count. These are the multiple assignment. Totally 3 variables I'm taking. The 3 variables only 0 setting. If you want L count equal 0, W count equal 0, C count equal 0 also you can take, no problem. So I'm taking here for loop, for loop. So line is a loop variable. In F is a file object. For line in F is a file object. So every line L count should increment 1. L count equals to L count plus 1. For every line, it has to increment line. So L count is 0. 0 equal to 0 plus 1, 1 only. So number of lines will increment every time 1. After that, C count I want to calculate. C count equals to C count plus character count. How to find? Length of line only. Simple. Length of line. Each line length means including spaces, how many characters are there, that will store into C count. But if you want to do word counts, first of all, I want to split the line. So how to split the line? Line dot split function I have to use. Where you want to split, wherever the space is there in that line, all words I want to split. You know about split function will return what format? List format. So words is a list actually. This is words. So each line is going to split by using split function and by using separator called space. Wherever in that line space is available, there it is going to split and it will store all the split values into list format. That is words. Word is a list only. In that words, I'm going to calculate W count. W count equals to W count plus length of words only. Length of words means length of list only. So finally, I'm printing number of lines. Number of lines. Where it is L count. Next, what actually number of words. Number of words. W count. Next, print number of characters. C count, I can say that. C count. Number of characters, C count. So let's run this. Only this code should execute only when the file is exists, sir. Okay, when the file is not exist, what I need to do? Just file does not exist. But in that case, what I'm trying to do, if the file is exist, then this code will execute and rest of the else block will ignore and rest of the code will execute. But file not exist means after that what will happen? Else block will come os dot underscore exit of 0. I can say that means it is a exit point only. In case if I enter wrong file name, immediately control will jump into else block. After that file does not exist, it will say. After that, Python virtual machine should shut down itself, immediately stop the execution because file is not there. Then I don't want to continue this calculation. Only file is there also, I need to continue this calculation. So that's the reason I'm using os dot underscore exit of 0 function. And let's run this one. And I'm giving file name is mohan.txt, but actually this mohan.txt file is not available. And if I entered some file name is like this, what is that? abc.txt. Now abc.txt here you can see hello, hi, welcome, number of lines, number of words, number of characters. 00 is saying something went wrong here. So I think is that correct? Let me check. What went wrong? We'll see this abc.txt. Okay, now that is not correct. L count equals to C count, W count equal to 0. We'll see that. Number of words 00 only coming, it is not going to affect. L count equals L count plus 1. Achha, we are printing read actually. That's what it is not coming. Content we cannot print. Sorry, it's my mistake. After printing content, obviously that cursor position is what actually. Even though if we print content also, now we can say, let me run this. After printing content reading, completely the file position at last index only. That's what it's not getting any count from the last index. Now you can see file is exist. Number of lines 3, number of words 3, number of characters 18. If you want to print content also, look at here. We can do this content also clearly. Control Z, I'm doing content. See, the thing is why it is 00. After reading total characters, cursor is positioned at last index. If you can move this cursor into 0 index, then it is okay. Then you will print content as well as number of lines also. abc.txt. Yes. Now content is this one. Number of lines 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. Number of words 3 words. 1, 2, 3. Number of characters 18 in this case. Now let me run this again. One more file like so. What I'm taking xyz.txt is there. So number of lines 2, number of words 2, number of characters 16 like this. If I enter some wrong file here, you can see sai.txt. File does not exist. It is that simple. So this is the way to read whether file is available or not, how to check. If the file is available, then I have to proceed the program, line count, W count, words count. And if file is not available, I can go to else part. Immediately file does not exist. It has to show. And os dot underscore exit of 0 function is there. So in this case, Python virtual machine will shut down itself by default. Okay. So this is what number of lines, how to check, number of words, number of counts, number of characters, all these things we are working in this case. This is file modification point of view and file checking and content of the file also. Okay. So remaining concept we'll discuss in next session tomorrow. That is file zip and unzip operations, how to do. Zip means all the text files we can make into one file that is called rar folder. Unzip means from that rar folder we can able to extract the files also one by one. And even we have to work with CSV files, binary files, and so on. Okay, all the things we'll see in tomorrow's session.